Chrisley Knows Best star Savannah Chrisley has shared some parenting advice that her father Todd has given her from prison. Savannah's mother Julie and father Todd Chrisley have recently been convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. Since the couple has reported for their sentences, their daughter Savannah has stepped up to care for their youngest child Grayson, and her niece Chloe, who was under Todd and Julie's care. On a recent installment of her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, Savannah opened up about some of the hardships she has faced since becoming the parental figure to two children. Savannah revealed that her brother Grayson recently had a breakdown about his parents going to prison. Then she shared that she soon had her own moment when getting her niece Chloe ready for a prison visit of her own. Afterwards, Savannah emailed her father Todd complaining about her day, and he gave her some sage advice. Todd Chrisley's advice for daughter Savannah on the podcast. Savannah shared her father's advice word for word. Todd told her, "I want you to give yourself some grace. Fall in love with the real Savannah, the one that I raised, that radiates a room with her kindness and compassion. Not the one the world wants to see." Later in the email, the former Chrisley Knows Best star told her, "I've never been more proud of you and the woman you're becoming. You've been cast in the fire, and what God burns off will allow you to shine brighter than gold." Todd ended the email by telling his daughter to travel safe as she was coming to visit him in prison the next day. Todd and Julie were sentenced in November 2022. Todd received 12 years in prison and 16 months probation, and his wife, Julie, received 7 years in prison followed by 16 months probation. Both Todd and Julie began their sentences on January 17 of 2023, Todd at the federal prison camp Pensacola, while Julie is serving her sentence at a prison in Lexington, Kentucky. In a podcast interview before he entered prison, Todd shared that he feels he will not be in prison for long and that he trusts the appellate system to see this for what it is. Savannah has been very honest in her transition to parent since her parents' sentence began. It is challenging for a 25-year-old to be thrust into the role of parents for her 16-year-old sibling and 10-year-old niece. It is possible that being so open about this process is helping Savannah to cope and make the best decisions for herself and her family. The entire process of the Chrisleys' arrests have been very public, and thus it makes sense that Savannah's experience with the arrest is also very public. While it does open Savannah up to public scrutiny, it may also help her find support from people outside of her family. Source: Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley podcast. Savannah Chrisley, Instagram.
My heart returns to you.